is going to take this down. He has a great position, but also he has 1 minute more on the clock. And Duda is still thinking. He cannot figure out how to get his rooks into the game. I think one of the main plans for the Frenchman is just pushing his pawn forward in the middle, opening up the position for white's rooks while the black rooks are still out of commission.
This is just so unpleasant for Duda. I mean, you can understand why he's not moving because he barely has any moves to play.
And he's still not moving. He's down 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock. This is a championship match point for Vachier-Lagrave. Duda does get his rook.
Huge time advantage from Maxime over 2 minutes. That little opening finesse that he played has given him just great chances to win this game.
And he is pushing his pawn forward in the middle, trying to open up for white's rook to infiltrate. Jan-Krzysztof Duda offering the trade of queens.
And looks like that trade is... pawn.
Yeah, that trade has been accepted because now Vachier-Lagrave will be able to capture a black pawn. And unfortunately, in the relay there, we lost the black rook. But after the trade here, that rook is coming in, winning a pawn for Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. Is it going to be enough to win the game, though? That's the big question.
It is a big advantage.
I'm going to need you to feed me the moves, Irina.
Oh, sure. I can feed you the moves. Give me 1 second. Okay, I see. Oh, wow. Okay, rook BB. Oh, wait, no. Something weird happened. No, everything is messed up. I can't feed you the moves because in the live board, white is up like a rook, and that's not clearly the actual position on the board. So what is happening? I'm trying to figure out from the live feed. Black has 2 rooks. White's got a passed A pawn, or no, it's a B pawn on B5. So basically all the queenside pawns have been traded, and white is still sitting with that pawn anchored on B5 by the bishop. Now the bishop is moved to D5, attacking the pawn on F7. Where is black's knight?
We're going to have to move off the analysis board. Unfortunately, there was a problem with the stuff coming in to us from Poland. We can see in the distance, unfortunately, the organizers controlling the camera have not zoomed it in. Luckily, we just managed to fix the boards and can see that Maxime Vachier-Lagrave with 2 rooks is pointing in towards that black king. He has an extra pawn, but he's using the advantage of the extra pawn to kind of capitalize and start making threats against the black king while Duda is busy trying to deal with the white pawn.
Yeah, I mean, Duda, he's still alive, but just barely. I mean, he's holding it together, but that B pawn is the long-term problem. Black is stuck in complete passivity here. Vachier using this chance to advance the pawn even further. But what will white do here? Knight c5, isn't that... Oh, knight c5 hangs the f7 pawn. Yeah, so Duda is just paralyzed.
Maxime Vachier-Lagrave has a pawn 1 step away from becoming a new queen. He makes the trade bishop for knight. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave now in the end game, and he's saying this pawn is going to decide the game, and he is right. He's going to push his pawn up on the right side and get his rook away, and Duda is seconds away from resigning. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave is going to be the world champion. There's a trade of pawns on the side of the board. Duda trying to use his king to stop white's king from getting into the game, but here Maxime Vachier-Lagrave is able to capture another pawn on the side of the board, and he does do so. 2 extra pawns for him now. Duda resigns. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, the world champion in 2021.
Yeah, I think Maxime, first of all, got rewarded for his excellent game against Magnus Carlsen. That was a hill to climb to even reach a tie for first place. That was the tough part, I think. But of course, beating Jan-Krzysztof Duda was no walk in the park, although I feel that this was a little bit of an unfortunate finish to this match because he was helped too much by the opening preparation that he had, that little finesse that he clearly prepared, and Duda was not prepared for. He was just in trouble right away, never really got into this final game.